1. Help us!
No! Oh my gosh. I can hear myself. No!
Oh crap.
Oh my gosh.
That's nothing. We had to hear you too.
Alright, hello everybody, my name is Baylor Blades. Welcome to the B&B Tavern Show, Baylor Blades, where a bunch of amazing people from superior countries come to play D&D with this lowly... As we gather here, we are always as always blessed by the people from Dark Silver Forge, Gameplayware, and the Cognitive Merchant folks, which they are here today. Cognitive Merch is with us. And the Bloodthirsty Puppets.
Hey!
Yay! Hello.
Stop.
Together,
We won that time.
and together they are my blades. They're the blades to my holster. I don't know, something like the burger to my
Wow.
fries kind of thing.
The blade in my scabbard.
What I like the idea of is that you have 4 blades and they all have different names. Is that you have a cognitive blade, which is interesting, a merchant blade, a blood blade, and a thirsty blade.
I have a tie.
We are fantastic blade names.
Yeah.
The Grebo sounds like one of those swords that like grabs your soul, and then
Yeah, definitely.
tie sounds like a katana, and then
The thirsty blade's just like rage.
That's the one that talks to you. So it's like, I want to kill everything. Go on, stab him in the head. It'll be really funny. Do it. Well, speaking of like saying things, do you guys have any announcements you want to talk about? Anything cool happening in the world of yours?
We do things. Hey, Thirsty, you do a thing. Do a thing. You tell us what we do. I'm passing the
Right.
game.
Well, we have just wrapped up a very, very long campaign. I think it's 24 sessions. In our spaced setting of our spiced system, and we will currently be going into some one-shot farming, where we shall be pulling in some lovely guests, most of whom are just randoms who no one's ever heard of. So it's all good. They're like friends of ours and friends of friends. So it's just one of those things of just like, hey, that guy you could never get to come, get him to come over for now. This one.
Yep.
That should be good. And we're all taking turns writing stuff, and we're taking turns running it. So, like, some of it will be good, and some of it I'll do.
Correct.
And yeah,
I am not
Please,
doing a
someone
one
save
shot.
me before I dig a massive hole for myself.
I like it. I love the way you dig your own holes for this. It's fantastic. Yeah, so yeah, we just wrapped that campaign. It's really good, and we're starting 2 new campaigns in the new year. So that's also very exciting.
What? That's super awesome. All right, so I mean, obviously, you guys do like 150,000 million things over at the Cog Merchant. Everything with leather. So what new leather things have you been doing?
We are making more and an improved set of our dice cups. So this kind of solid wax hardened leather dice cups and holders that we do, they've kind of got bigger and better. Other news is
Developing, I think.
Oh yeah. It's going to be you'll only be able to get it if you're on our 3rd tier of Patreon or over. But we're also working on a player's kit, so kind of like our DM's kit, only for a player. It's got everything that you need in it. It's in the shape of like an old tome. It's still all customized to your own styles and your needs, but it's got a place for like your iPad, your phone. It's got character sheets, spaces for your dice, pencils, mini. Pretty much, yeah. You got like a rolling tray in there. We are also starting to stock some of our cognitive merchant dice bags in UK stores. The first one being our local Manchester-based one, which is Fanboy 3. As of next week, they're going to be stocking some of our lovely dice bags in store. And then the only other news is that we now have a quite awesome US ambassador in Baylor.
Yay!
Yay!
You'll be able to find Baylor at some of the different gaming cons and things like that around the US, and you'll be able to go and check out one of our kits, place an order with him. You'll be able to buy dice bags from him and all kind of other goodies like T-shirts and things. So those that are out there that will post up where the conventions are going to be, go say hi and you can check out our stuff live.
Yeah, first one's going to be in MechaCon in my good town, New Orleans. There's about usually 3,000 to 4,000 people there, so that's going to be very exciting. And hopefully we'll be successful in our new adventures. But you also have one other cool thing I believe you want to talk about if you're allowed to mention it, or are you not allowed to?
Oh, yeah. No, I think we can mention it. Be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
We're working on 2 projects for D&D players that you may have heard of, Satine Phoenix and Ruti Rutenberg. And we are going to be making them very specialized, very, very customized DM kits for things like Maze Arcana and the different conventions that they do. They're both going to be very different from each other. But yeah, and you'll be able to kind of see us making those and our different concepts and the things that we're doing with them on our Patreon page as we go along, all the way up to the finished product. Yay! So yeah, go sign up for my Patreon, yo.
Support you guys, Bloodthirsty Puppy. You guys have also a Patreon as well, right?
No, not yet.
Okay.
It's
well
in
then.
progress.
Okay. Well, let us know when that happens. Well, let us know either way. And speaking of leather, let's move on from that to swords. No. Okay, forget about that. When last we left our heroes, they were
the worst
trying to
segue in human history.
Alright, so when last we left our heroes, they were helping sort of this lycanthrope camp to get away from these essentially racist halfling family that hunts down lichen people for their meats and furs. And then, long story short, they discovered Sharkbear Shark, and then they found sloths. And they were okay with the sloths. And the sloths are cool with them. They were like, hey, homie. And they were like, hey, homie. And then they were like, cool. And then so after that, there's a sword stuck to the paladin's arm for a few days. Then, long story short, they managed to defeat the Sharkbear Shark, but also kill literally almost everyone. I think you left one guy alive?
Yeah.
One. Crawling his way towards a healing potion.
Yeah. Right. He's kind of out cold right now from the amount of bleeding he has done. And now you guys are in the wood. I guess we'll take a short rest, if that's the case. And you guys right now are in the woods with a bunch of dead bodies. What do you do?
I believe we said it was loot o'clock.
You did say it was loot o'clock. All right, so you actually made like Thirsty did this nice thing in our direct messaging Twitter thing where basically he was like invoice Sharkbear Shark. How would you like to loot this Sharkbear Shark?
Personally, I was going to loot the sort of people who have pockets.
Sure, fair enough.
The invoice was more along the lines of, this is what we should give. We should send this to the army.
Make a investigation check. Everybody can if they want to, if they're going to go ahead and loot.
20.
Natural?
Natural or, like, total?
Oh, no, it was 18, but plus 2.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I investigate this Sharkbear Shark.
Your dice are rubbish.
God.
7.
They're your dice now.
Already.
So one at a time. Since Thirsty asked for this, Grumore, what did you So you rolled a 20. Are you just sort of looting the bodies in general, or are you looking for something?
I'm looking for cold hard cash, mainly. So basically, I'm like going through, like looking for like belt pouches and things. I literally just want to walk along and grabbing them, and then I'll be like, "No one here had any wallets."
Yeah.
Shit.
You go through a lot of pockets. You find some silvers and some golds, and altogether you can comprise of about 65 gold pieces.
Nice.
Let's see. Scales. What did you roll? Are you not looting?
No, I rolled a 12.
All right. And are you just going through the bodies as well? Are you looking for anything specific?
Yeah, I wrote the 12 just to kind of maybe eye up who might have been of a more arcane nature, and I would like to actually cast detect magic.
Okay.
And then if any magical items ping up on bodies anywhere, I will make a beeline to them.
I light up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, you notice that Ducky is a lot more brighter today, especially at night. With that being said, though, you go ahead and you cast this, and it takes you a couple of minutes, but you do find a couple of rings.
Oh, okay. Do I know what these things do?
No.
Okay.
One is sort of like one. They're both from like a couple of them are from the Dragonborn thugs. So one was like basically sort of, it looked like a twig wrapped around with like sort of a lizard wrapping himself around it with like his tail.
Okay.
And then the other one was sort of more of like a centipede.
Okay.
So it was silvered, and it wrapped around, so the body of the centipede was there, and then the legs sort of like stuck out like spikes.
Okay, cool. So I find 2 rings of a magical nature, but not sure what they do yet.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Maybe we can have a look at them.
Yeah, anything else?
As far as magical wise, no, but you find like a couple of standard healing potions with your just investigation check in general.
Okay, cool. I will bring them like over to the rest of the group. Like after we've kind of finished the rest of the looting, I'll bring them over to the rest of the group to see whether we can have a little look.
Sure thing, Ducky.
I got a 7, so I'm going to assume Ducky's just going to revel in how much chaos she has just caused. Oh no.
You find oh dear, what is happening with the webcam thing? Oh, there we go.
Fixed it. It's all good. Fixed it.
Good.
Nobody saw anything. Fixed it.
All right. Well, either way, with the 7, you find like a couple of silver pieces that Gromore didn't notice, and like one standard healing potion, but nothing of the significance. You
healing potion can be clutch, dude. Never underestimate the power of a good healing potion.
Yeah, that's true. And then Shadow.
Shadow's not really interested in looting the bodies.
Sure.
I will go and have a sniff around the shack by shack.
Sure, what are you trying to sniff for?
Do we know who brought him here?
Yes, you don't know specifically who, but you know it was like, there was this guy, or whatever, in a cloaked figure that kind of was blown to smithereens, but it was the one that brought the bear shark with them.
Okay. Can I see anything useful on the bear shark that I could scavenge?
Could harvest teeth.
Like claws or teeth or anything like that?
Yeah, you make a. Do you wanna try to get some of the? Well, let's see. Make a perception check.
Perception. 21.
All right. Yeah, you find after the explosion that a lot of the shark teeth, were sort of blown out, and you collect a various variety of shark and bear teeth.
Cool.
Oh no. Okay, he's fine. I was like, no, not another cam fail.
Nobody noticed.
Nobody noticed a thing. It's fine.
Nobody. What? What happened?
Exactly. It's good.
Huh. Okay. So, all right. You guys have looted. You guys have also taken a short rest. You can take a long rest if you want to.
In the middle of destruction. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's in the forest. It's in the woods. It's at a park.
I mean, I'd be happy resting in the sight of the carnage I've just caused, but there are people here who have standards. Those people.
If we wanna move,
Cough scales.
yeah. If we wanna move off a little bit further away and just take a short rest, I will sing a song of rest, and we can have a few extra hit points.
Shouldn't we have a look for the rest of the were people?
Yeah.
It's just a short rest.
Just a minute, like what? But that's an hour, right?
Okay.
Short rest is an hour, yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we go and find the were people and then rest with them?
Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe.
Yeah,
No.
let's go find the were people first.
Yeah. No, sit down, like have a little bite to eat, little drink, and just be like, "You guys okay?
Yeah.
Pay us." Not that I'm motivated by money, but give us some fucking money.
Right. So you guys do take a short rest.
We'll go find the people and take a short rest with them. So.
All right, fair enough. So you guys go back to the camp. It takes about maybe like 5 minutes to get back where you guys were. Now that you have triggered all the bear traps, and you get back to the camp. You do see a couple of dead bodies from the side of the hunters, and then you see a couple from the camp. But you do see that they are. It looks like they're just returning, like they retreated or something. Like they tried to fight, and then they were like, "Ah, fuck this noise," and then like they kind of like, "This is kind of too powerful for us," and they do make it back. You do see the person that you spoke with, so you know that the chief is alive, and yeah. Apart from that, they're just kind of like checking in on one another, making sure they're okay. What would you guys like to do? You guys are at the camp. They're just doing their thing. They're just trying to make sure that whatever shacks of the house they have are not completely totaled.
Is this still a camp? Looks like a campsite then, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
so we should go and find Reynuva. The dude we talked to before, the were-tiger.
Yes.
I'm gonna fight a fire.
Right, so you do see that one of his eyes were scratched from the fight. But he's kind of like just consulting with a couple of the. Yes, we are doing the giveaway. That is that is a thing we're doing, and because it's a pretty magical day with these guys, I'm thinking about giving away an elvish dice bag.
Yay!
So pretty.
It's beautiful. My room has smelled entirely of leather thanks to them, and it smells wonderful.
The best kind of life.
I know, right?
Yeah. I mean, not to cast any aspersions, but did anyone suddenly think you'd gone a bit strange? Suddenly your room stank of leather. Or, smelled the glorious aroma of leather.
So
Oh, yeah, we know you guys are cool with it, but did anyone go around Baylor's house and just be like, Dude,
Something
do you have
need to
anything to tell us?
Yeah.
No. Nobody visits. No, I don't let anybody in my room. So with the so with that being said, you got who goes up to speak with Reynuva? Reynuva's just kind of talking to a couple of hunters.
Romo, are you going? You wanted to speak with him.
I'm gonna go with, but make myself look like Romo.
I think Scales is actually going to go towards the centre of the camp where the campfire is, and he's just going to be playing his lyre and singing songs about unity and all working together, and then doing a little ditty about how he single-handedly killed the shark bear shark and all of the racist people.
Shadow's just going with him, and she's just gonna do like a really slow clap.
Roll me a
Slow clap of
performance
sarcasm.
check.
Yeah,
Performance.
with disadvantage.
No.
From my
That
clap.
would be a 17.
Holy crap.
17. You do attract some of the kids, and a couple of parents are listening in the back, and you just go like, "Oh wow, how did you kill him?" Stuff like that.
I'll just really basic cantrip stuff, like making lights around me and things like that, just to make them think, yeah, he totally took it all on all his own.
Oh shit!
Well, you're certainly entertaining them. And so Grobar, you approach Reynuva, and he's like, "Well, you're alive."
Of course we're alive. Huh. The cheek of it. You're alive too, and we're far better equipped than you. Trained even. Huh.
Yeah, you're right.
So, how did you guys? How did you lot make out? Yeah.
We took a few losses, and we tried to fight back, but fortunately, we couldn't. Unfortunately, we couldn't handle the strength against our own. So we sort of once we took a few losses, we evacuated, the people that weren't our fighters, but we retreated ourselves, and it seems like they didn't follow through much. We managed to get away from them, and they couldn't track us.
So
Is the shark alive, or?
well, funny story.
Yeah.
No. It's all dead, totally dead. It was all my good associates over there. I helped. I took a sterling front row. Yes. Glorious heroics. Yeah.
Wow. That's most impressive.
Yes. As you can see. Oh, do you want to come see? There's enough fur there to make a decent-sized pavilion. For your campers over here.
That might be useful. I mean, kind of sort of indicates a couple of people to follow him to help move through. Do you mind if we take the fur?
No. I don't think we're going to be doing anything with it.
That's fair. Thank you. And they sort of just start taking the fur. Well, so what about that hunting group? Well, are they alive too, or?
Are we now standing by Shark Bear Shark?
Yes.
Yeah, Ducky's
as
just
for
gonna do that.
The hunters. I believe there's a saying from a far-off land that I heard once saying, "I love the smell of, I think it's napalm in the morning." Over here, behold the field of uncooked stew.
Ducky bows
Just chunks.
with a flourish.
He kind of just sort of takes a moment, looked around, and he kind of just gives a bellowing laugh, and he just slaps you on the back, and he says, "I like you guys.
Well, good.
How could I repay you for keeping our people safe? Thank you so much."
Much
I'm
gold.
sorry. Apparently, yes. You know, we provided goods and services, and
well, we can at least give 100 gold. That's all we have.
That's okay. We'll take it.
yes.
Okay.
That sounds like an excellent bargain. We've given you safety and a home.
Yes, you did. That was very valid. Kind of grudgingly walks back and brings you a small box that has 100 gold, and he says, "This is our people's money, but you obviously did a great deal of service for us, so please take it."
And technically, at one point, one of us died, so yeah, don't feel too bad about giving us all of your gold. We muchly appreciate it. Thank you. And I'll take the box. I'm just taking it.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, to commemorate this glorious occasion, here, have my old sword. I used it valiantly in battle.
Bloodied once.
So, yes, you can use it to remember us by.
Sure.
Put it somewhere important.
Okay. Well. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks. Is there any other commemorative things I should be aware of?
There's an awful lot of blood in the grass. It might attract. I'm not sure, but yes. Don't camp here for a while.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure all of these landmine arrows went off, so just be careful. I'm joking, I can't have them all. I could have caused this much carnage without them all.
Oh, alright, well, thank you, you brave people, for your valiant service, and, may the odds be forever in your favor.
I leave. I think I might leave, excuse me.
So where do you guys go? 'Cause everybody dead. Everybody.
Everybody dead.
Yeah.
As a kill count, how many did I kill at once? With the arrows, it was a lot, right?
It was like 16 or 17.
I feel like I need to write down this momentous number.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
If you consult Bromore's invoice in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I can't
You'll
remember
notice
making things up.
You'll notice that on it, the itemized racist removal fee is approximately 30.
Oh yes, of course.
Yes.
Of course, yes, 30. I'm going to put that down as a minimum.
I mean, obviously we have to submit this to the army when we get back. So
I'm just going to say my KDA is going to look fucking great right now. I'm going to be promoted.
I wonder what the army's standard governmental shark bear shark disposal fee is.
Well, we can't get much nicer digs, apart from each having nice digs.
And I did have to travel extra dimensionally. I mean, there should be some kind of bonus for that.
Yes, I'm still not entirely sure
that's travel expenses right
why
there.
you decided to go to another dimension, really. I mean, you
And
seem
not to
perfectly
mention
fine.
sloth tax.
Oh, and of course now you have like a really weird sword attached to your arm.
Yeah, that's got to be some kind of thing I can sue medically for.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah. And we bought beers when we were undercover, so they have to have to cover us for that.
Did you keep the receipts though?
It's a tavern; they don't give them.
Oh, then the chances of you getting money back on that are not very high.
I do still have a necrotic sword.
Yeah.
Didn't we leave our cart with some strange ware?
We did. We have a cart with some strange. Oh, like she was the wife of some dead dude, dead lycanthrope. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think Yeah, Scales would just say, I think we should make our way back to the cart.
Yes.
There was that strange werefolk.
Yes, we should make our way back and see Slough again.
Slow, yes.
Good note-taking.
Yeah. No, it's really not.
It's better than mine. My singular front page here has the notes of killed 30 people on it, and that I have some daggers. That's the extent of my note taking on this one, I'm afraid.
Fair enough. But yes, we should go and see Slough and tell her that the people who killed her husband are all the very, verily, thoroughly dead. Mm-hmm. And maybe hit her up for some payment?
I think her payment was keeping an eye on our cart.
I don't know. We did just kill 30 people.
Yeah,
So the deal is that you were going to go find information on these people, and then she was going to help you find Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, that's cool.
We found it.
We found the shit out of the information.
Yes.
Like, what's the information? Well, these are chunks of the leader. I don't know which one you want to hold.
I still have a chunk of it in my hair. Ew.
The only other thing was that in that very racist man's office, there was still the other half of our payment.
Oh, we need to go get the shit out of that.
Oh, yes.
Alright, first stop, tavern, get the rest of our pay. Then we go find the woman and get the rest of that pay, and then go find the Shia LaBeouf person and kick the crap out of him too. We're on a roll.
Do we need to find any of the chunks? Take the chunks back as evidence.
I don't think that's necessary.
Like, if you take a large chunk of face back or something.
No, I think that don't
Be
think
like,
that's necessary.
Dancelong's dead. I'm very, very dead. See, he's dead.
We throw his head in front of the woman. It's like, hey, motherfucker.
Please tell me someone can minor illusion that shit.
I can. Minor illusion.
Hey there, Mom!
Hey guys, how's it going?
Let's know.
I have
It's
to agree.
me, totally alive.
Yeah, let's go get our
What,
money
do you want me
from
to
the tavern.
scooch down in my cloak? Like, put it in the hood? Hey, guys! I'm suddenly slightly taller.
You know what's so sad? It's like ever since my first campaign, this has been exactly one of the ways that people have approached this. Put a cloak, put a fake head on, and then like pretend they're alive.
Oh, God.
Alright.
Yeah. Do we need to take any, like, hey, there's the one dude who we stabbed. Should we take him back? And be like, this is, oh shit, he died on the way back. Like, it was a total massacre.
Why are we taking this corpse into who?
We're taking back to the heir's drink so we can get paid, and there's no questions of, like, why did the mercenaries we
I
hired
think
come
they're
back
all
without a
dead,
scratch?
so maybe it's just not a problem. We just go
Still
in
the
there.
people at the pub.
Yeah, we just ignore them. Walk through
Maybe
like
the
we have determination and like authority, which we do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or do we
Also-
just go in with the determination of an authority of people who are there to kill them?
We
But
can-
also, do we have people that can change how they look?
Yep.
So maybe just look like the big bad racist.
I can do that on myself.
Dance along, Ducky.
Oh hell yeah!
Do we remember what he looked like?
I totally do.
Make a history
Not
check.
in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, she would because she.
You
just saw
you
him.
guys
She
can
blew
make
him
like
away.
all right. You guys can make it like you all could make history checks and
Basically, I'm gonna
see
cast disguise
how
self, and they're
together-
helping me out.
are you not?
We helping out and just Ducky does it with advantage.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Cool, because
That could work too.
my history is 0.
All right.
Unless
So
you can
advantage
inspire
hits.
me.
Yes, I will.
As a halfling, do you want me to stand there and, like, because I remember me and Dancelong met and, like, complimented each other, and I said that he looked like a very well, like, turned out fellow. So clearly I liked the way he dressed. so I'd remember what he looked like. So does this mean I get advantage on a history check to describe him?
It would just be advantage because it would be on my my disguise check. Because on my history check to turn myself into him. Because it's basically just disguise. I just hit myself and turn into him.
Fuck it. Sure.
And Scales will just like sing a little rhyme describing how racist and also what this racist looked like.
Awesome.
To give you a D8 inspiration.
Nice.
Oh, you're on D8 already.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Level
Alright.
5.
So I'm assuming I'm rolling with advantage then, yeah? Alright, let's go history.
With an inspiration, I believe.
Yep. This dice is terrible. Well, that wasn't so terrible. The inspiration was good, thanks. So that's an 18.
Cool.
Through your head, you remember there was some meta inside joke with suspenders and like a trench coat, and like apparently he looks like he looks a lot like basically Thirsty with a bowler hat, a trench coat, a button-up white shirt, some American suspenders, and pants. And
underneath, English suspenders.
Yeah.
You didn't realize this, but apparently that was inside the pants as well. Very progressive halfling.
So he wears pants but no trousers. Okay, gotcha. So everyone
Well,
can
he
see
does
these
wear-
suspenders.
No. Anyways, all right.
He's
So I
half a
talked.
Frankenfurter.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, cool. That's what I turned myself into.
Yeah,
Dance
you
along,
were-
otherwise known as 6-inch sausage.
Oh man.
That's so cool.
He's the sweet transvestite.
So what did he sound like?
He sort of sounded like this.
He sort of
He's like,
sounded
"Oh,
like
good."
this. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh,
It's like-
so he
it's like-
sounded
he's
like,
like
a
the-
low-rent version of me.
He sounded like basically the professor from My Fair Lady.
Of which I have not seen, but that's totally fine.
Okay, fine, whatever. My mom forced me to watch that every year.
Just imagine someone with buck teeth drinking a large cup of tea.
Okay.
Or Nigel Thornberry.
Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking about.
Anything with Tim Curry. Hey, look. We've had Frankenfurter and Nigel Thornberry already. It's the Tim Curry episode.
Okay, we're going to the pub. We're going to the inn.
All right. So you guys go to. How do you get there? Do you walk or? Well, actually, when you get back, you do see two or three carriages being carried by a horse each.
Cool.
You just take one, or
Just take one, yeah.
Yeah, just take the one.
okay. So it took you about I think it was a 2-hour drive. I need to find. Yeah, it was about 2 hours. So you get there.
Now we're in a carriage each, pretty much.
Yeah.
It'll go faster.
Math works that way, yes. So it's about 2 hours. You guys get there. Let's see. It is slowly becoming morning. Sun is about to break. And you guys get there. And the black market is, surprise, surprise, not as busy during the daylight. You do see that as you're coming back, you do see sort of, for a black market, it's pretty interesting how they have, people trying to keep it clean. So you do see some, public service people just sort of, sweeping it. Yeah, and you see, pop-up shops closed and all that. Gas lights are being turned off. And you finally make it back to Air's Drink. And you see sort of the wife of Dansong, which I unfortunately don't have on this iPad. Fudge. Okay, well, anyways, you find the wife of Dobbins, just sort of sitting there, waiting patiently and happily, and sees you guys, and she says, "Where's the other people?"
Brown bread.
Dafilda.
Dafilda?
Yeah, that's what she's
Yeah. Yeah, so Dafilda, I'm gonna take you over to the side here. I need to just tell you something very important. And I tried to take her away from where the office door would be.
So you take her sort of like she's at like the front of the tavern.
Oh,
so
right, okay.
She saw you guys coming in from via the carriage. So as you do that, you sort of take her to like an alley that's between one building and the other.
That's my wife.
I don't want to take her to an alley.
Okay.
Like if we're outside the tavern, I will keep her outside the tavern, and as I kind of move to talk to her, Scales will like usher the others to go into the tavern.
Okay.
Say, I'll keep her busy.
Yep.
Just you go and investigate. And yeah, I'm gonna kind of just get her to lean against the wall a little and just say, "I'm so sorry, but it seems that your husband's racist views may have landed him in a spot of bother. And by a spot of bother, I mean lots of spots all over the grass. I'm afraid the shark bear shark and the different people all the people that we had to face there. It turns out they were just a little too much for us. But he fought very bravely."
Are you saying my husband is dead?
Yes, by dead. Yes. And he has no idea how to like talk to her or tell her like how.
I've just walked past her looking like her husband.
Oh, so you did. Damn it. I forgot. Right.
So as you say this, she kind of, let's see. She does let's see. Make every
Wait.
Ducky,
I think I know how to recover from this now.
Ducky, Growmore, and Shadow, make dexterity checks.
I think I can use words to come back from it.
6.
18.
What'd you roll?
6.
Ducky. Okay. She doesn't notice Shadow or Growmore about to walk in. They make it in fine, but she does notice, as you usher it, looking behind, she does notice the back of her husband.
Okay, so Scales, after realizing that Ducky has turned into the husband, he's clearly still in shock from just getting dead. He turns around and says, "Yeah, your husband was the really big dragonborn, right?" the guards, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
no.
Oh, that should have assist the right way.
No.
God damn it.
Alright. He says, "What kind of game do you think you're playing with me?"
I thought that I must have just had too much to drink last time I was here. I mean, I was sure that you were making the googly eyes at the dragon.
As you say this, she screams out, "Guards! Get this fella right here!" And you see three of the guards with sort of dragon scale like sashes around, like sort of like indicating of something, bring their spears and immediately put them into a ready battle position and look at you coming and says, "Come quietly with me, sir."
How far away from me are they?
They're approaching. They're about as you can see, she has a very loud voice, so they heard her from a very bit away, so they're like 40 feet right now.
Okay.
Can we hear this?
Make a perception.
Black market.
Actually, you know what? No, because the tavern isn't busy during the mornings, busy during the night. So ergo, only there would be staff. So it would be quiet enough for you guys to hear.
Duck is the owner.
What?
Right.
What
so
you
you guys.
Shit.
What? Yeah.
Duck, you look like the owner. You've got the power here.
What, you think
Elbow
I should
in
go
ribs.
out and save him?
I don't know.
No, don't. You would know that Scales can take care of himself.
No, I don't think she does. She did just witness him die, so
Yeah.
That was against the
she's gonna climb up on a table because she's a halfling now, and actually about a foot taller than she normally is. She probably doesn't quite realise this, and she's gonna say, oh bugger.
They're outside.
All of my companions here. These two are to go into my office and they are going to fetch me something while I deal with my wife. Excuse me. And then I'll jump off and go outside.
They all kind of look at each other bizarrely, or like they look at each other like, "Huh? Okay, whatever."
Ducky.
I'm just gonna start walking towards the office.
Yeah, Ducky is not a performer.
Alright, fair enough. You and Gormore go ahead and go to the office. If in this case, Shadow, roll me a charisma, and then also Scales, roll me a charisma, and we will do social initiative.
Oh.
It's not initiative, it's just social initiative to handle split up party scenarios. Just makes
That
it
would
easy.
be 18.
18?
And 15.
Okay, so with that being said, as you guys are making your way down to the office, we're switching over to the side of Ducky and Scales, as they are about to address probably the most awkward situation in the entire world. Surprise, you're a widow! JK, lol. So... So, as you do the...
Whatever.
Ducky, as you walk out, you see your friend Scales, the gold dragonborn with a golden heart, trying to confront the fact that her wife, her husband died.
How about this?
You see them talking.
What on earth is going on here, love?
Is this your wife? I thought she was with
this man right here just said you were dead.
I'm not dead. See, I'm alive. I mean, you can touch me. Don't touch me.
I thought she was with the Dragonborn that got blown to smithereens.
Make a deception.
Who?
Because this is the wife, and the wife would know the husband better than anybody else, assumedly.
That's true. Okay.
I'm not letting you do it with disadvantage, but I'm not going to let you
25.
do it. Oh!
Good. Nice.
What? So,
I'm gonna turn to Scales like, what do you mean my wife was with the Dragonborn? You saw my wife with a Dragonborn? To Filda!
No, dearie. He said that my husband was a dragonborn, and I know who my husband is. It's you.
Yeah, but that's not what you told him, is it? No.
I
believe my companion here. No, I understand. Guard, you can arrest my wife for trying.
What?
Cheating little bitch she is. I will put my arm through Scales and take him into the pub.
Scales' cheeks a gold rose. That escalated quickly.
It's what I do. I think we broke Baylor.
Brilliant!
Make a make a persuasion with advantage to the guards.
Persuasion with advantage.
Yes.
Natural 20, so 27.
These guards say, "How freaking dare you!" And they like take the back end of their spear and bonk her on the head and knock her out and just drag her away.
Oh, wow.
Quietly under my breath, I'm like, "You're welcome."
And one of the guards stayed behind and said, "We're so sorry that happened, sir. We totally respect your establishment. We didn't like her anyways. She was so picky about everything."
She is a tramp. Get rid of her.
We'll let the clan decide what to do with her. But I think, given that it's a respectable establishment and you're a well-established person, that has been a great resource of economic value.
Do you know what? I'm bored now. I need to go back and run my business. Carry on. I am distraught and upset by the betrayal of my wife.
Yes, I understand. Please, if we can do anything for you, please let us know.
Just take her away. Away from my sight.
Absolutely. We'll be rid of the body. We'll throw it in the river. Understood.
I appreciate it. Thank you. And then, I'll take Scales by the arm and take him in to the bar.
As me and Ducky are going back in, Scales is like, "Oh shit! I'm so sorry."
It's okay. It's what I am here for. That was fun.
Did you just get his wife killed?
Yeah.
And you didn't even have to pay the guard.
I know. This is possibly the greatest day Ducky has ever had.
Excellent.
Well,
we didn't die. I'm so proud of us.
Ducky, you get a fate die.
Hey, what's that, eh?
Just reroll whatever you want.
Inspiration.
Yes. Alright, so, with that being said... okay. Over to the side of Growmore and Shadow, as you enter the office, you are greeted by, Dubbin, Dancelong's brother.
Oh, man.
He says, yes, can I help you? He's a little bit older than his brother.
Who's talking?
Not Scales.
You're not there.
Not here.
It's Growmore and Shadow.
With a name like Shadow, I assume you blend into the shadows more.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's let the force of my full 8 charisma glare forwards then. Right, Growmore steps to the forefront like, "We're here to collect our payment for the hunt."
What he said.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, how much did we owe you?
2,500.
I believe your brother had portioned off a bag of gold that was in his office for us to collect.
Let me check here. Yeah. Do you know where it is? I was not informed of any of this. I am just in charge of managing things.
Do we remember?
Yes, I remember.
All right.
We'll go and grab it. You can. You can stand at the door and watch if you really need to.
So make a persuasion check.
Shit. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
9.
Guys, I don't need to watch it. Fine, go grab it.
Excellent.
Got a 5.
Fuck
Hey!
Right then. Come on, Shadow.
Let's go.
Stroll ahead. No. Push the weapon. Close it behind us. Like,
So let's see. You grab the 25. You
Say
grab the
it was.
other. You grab the other 2,500 gold. On top of that, do you grab the Shark Bear Shark deal that you had as well? Because that was an additional 10,000 gold.
I think
Yeah,
you're
we
just taking
all of it.
all the gold. Take all the gold. All the gold in this office, take all the gold. Don't care what else, take all the gold. He was a
Everything in the
racist prick, take all the gold.
Take
Yeah.
the light fittings.
Do everything in RPGs. If it's not nailed down, nick the bugger, and if it can be pried off, take it.
Well, no. We've got to remember, we've come in and we've said that we're going to collect gold. So if we walk out with large bags of gold, that's fine. If we try and walk out with his chairs, that's probably not so cool. We are walking past someone who can stop us. Well, who notionally thinks they can stop us. It has occurred to me also this whole time I've been carrying a big scary looking sword.
Yep.
With a
I
dead
touched
hand on
your
it.
arm.
That probably help your charisma roll.
Yeah. Not a lot.
He has.
Rolled a 9, but-
He's been oblivious. He's just been staring down, writing on his papers.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm also saying that could hurt our whole running off with the candles.
Yeah, no,
issue.
you get.
Being I have
you-
one hand. At the moment.
You need to make like a dexterity check just to see how well you can maneuver with the bag of gold and like having a sword and not stabbing anybody while you walk by.
I'm happy
That's what
carrying
Shadow's for.
Well, I mean, you have to do it, Gromor, because you have the sword on your hand.
Oh yeah, that's what Shadow's for, carrying the gold. I'm walking in.
Okay,
Come with
gotcha.
me.
Make a. Let's see, 25. You're carrying 12,500 gold. You're going to have to make a strength check just real quick.
No!
You're boned.
I'm not very strong.
This is the point where I remember I'm actually ridiculously strong.
10.
You are wobbling like hell. Your legs feel. This is a lot of money, but the idea of having money keeps you going.
Yes!
Yeah.
I've got it! I've got it!
So you have it, and you guys walk out, and you see sort of as you guys do this, as you guys are starting to walk out, you see a couple of the kids walking out to the front to you, Ducky and Scales, and they go like, what did Mom do, Dad? we were just looking out the window. We had a lot of bantering, and we just saw Mom get whacked by one of the guards and taken away.
Oh, your mother was a very bad person. I have seen the lights and changed my racist ways. Your mother refused to comply. Are you going to refuse to comply? I look down.
Shit just got dark.
I love it.
It sounded like RoboCop for a second. Alright, resistance is futile.
This is why Ducky should never talk to anyone. You forget she's a wanton assassin.
Yes. Make a persuasion check with advantage. Well, actually, hold on. We'll do this layer check, just to make things fair. Alright, make a deception.
Okay.
Straight deception. They'll roll an insight. They don't have advantage because they don't really
So
understand
I'm
their
rolling
deck.
a straight deception, right?
Yep.
Alright. 22.
6. now make a persuasion check with advantage because now they believe that you are Dad, and they would not want to argue with Dad.
26.
Yeah!
Why is I
This is
only
getting
have good rolls on my being
You
awful to people?
see them sort of like clasp their hands over and just sort of look down and say, "No, father."
Good. It's good to hear that. I am going to take a short trip away to solidify my position as not a racist. So,
At that point,
listen to your uncle.
Seeing what happens there, Scales kind of crouches down on one knee, so he's more at their height, and he takes out a little pot of ink and quill pen from his backpack, little bit of parchment, and just says, "Children, who's your favourite auntie and uncle?"
It's Aunt Tracy and Uncle Marge.
I write those names down. And where do they live again?
They live in a different continent called Cheeto.
Shit. Do you have any relatives that are closer to here?
No, our parents made us run away from the country, so that way we didn't. But we.
It's okay. I have an excellent idea.
They have an uncle in the back room.
Yes, but he apparently is a douche also.
Yeah.
I have an excellent idea. Why don't we simply pay for my children to go live with their aunt and uncle?
Yes. That's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want
But that sounds
any of
terribly
us.
expensive.
You don't want us anymore, Papa?
At this time, I feel as your father, you'll be better suited to go stay with your more stable aunt and uncle than your father, who's clearly going through some shit right now.
But we're the richest in the family.
Well, sorry?
We're the richest in the family.
Yes, well, I shall send gold with you to spend and live in luxury whilst I return to being a decent halfling.
All 5 of us.
Yes, all 5 of you. And realise that money's going down quickly.
Scales finishes writing a letter, basically informing the auntie and uncle that
They're orphans.
The John Salon clan has got smaller.
That they need to be looking after these children, and that money will be periodically sent over to them.
All right.
Periodically?
Not periodically, just a lump
Periodically.
sum.
Damn.
A lump
We're not
sum.
signing up to be their
Scales-
patrons. We're shipping them off somewhere. We're not.
We're lying.
Keeping
We're
them.
lying. We're telling them it's periodic money, so we'll keep the children, and then we don't send more money.
Oh.
Okay, I think we need to
Why-
find someone who's
why-
good at smuggling children out of the country.
Why don't we just get the army to do it?
Oh, that is also an excellent idea. I have contacts.
Why are we undertaking to do any of this personally?
As you guys do this, Shadow and Growmore, you see as you walk out with the gold, you see 5 children crying.
Oh.
Oh man, what have you done?
Is this your doing?
Me?
Yes.
Well, yes, they're my children.
Have you been telling them horrible stories again?
I am telling my children that I'm sending them to their aunts and uncle for better training whilst I work on not being a dick.
Excellent idea.
Shouldn't at least the oldest one, the oldest one, should stay here and
No,
at least
you are all
watch-
going. It is my final words. Do not argue. You know what happened to your mother when she did comply.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh my god! Stop making
Wow.
She
18.
gets advantage because they are children.
No, because the oldest one's the oldest one, and the oldest one's always arrogant. Go on.
18.
He rolls with the natural one. He begins getting on his knees and just crying and says, "Why have I failed you?"
You have not. I'm gonna kneel down next to my oldest not son and say, "It is not.
Come on!
It
You
is
just
not
made them
you.
orphans and insulted them.
It
Be
is-
horrible.
It is not you who have failed me. It is I, your father, who have failed you. I am sending you to a better place, but I'm not getting. I can't do this at all."
So cruel.
What? He just had a touching moment with his son. It's the most
No,
honest,
I mean,
emotional
the thing-
moment this dick has ever had with his son, and it's not even him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know. He might have been honest and emotional about hating other races.
True.
It's not a good thing, but,
Yeah.
still, honesty.
Yes. It's yeah. Yeah. That's what she said.
Son, have I ever told you I honestly hate those wares? Oh, that's awful. You're a terrible person, Dad.
Yep.
Yes, I am.
Now, no more of it. Be gone. Wait, no, stay here because we need to organise someone to say to be gone.
No, just be gone. Fuck it, I haven't organised shit. Bye.
Yes, you will stay here for the moment, and we shall send someone to send you to your aunt and your uncle.
Oh, okay. Sure.
You're welcome, son. I pat him on the head. I have no idea what any of their names are. I get up and just look at Scales with a kind of expression of, "Help me! What have I done?"
Yeah, I Scales just looks like.
We should leave.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get somebody to help them?
Yeah, when
Yeah.
we get back to the army, we'll have to send a message back to send these children away.
In the meantime, Scales just ushers them back inside the tavern.
We'll
Yes,
go ahead and get
Best place for orphans.
Yeah.
we'll go ahead and get packed. We'll let Uncle know what you said, Dad.
Yes, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Goodbye.
I care about you. Now be gone.
Cheerio!
Okay. Love you too.
Yeah.
And they just kind of
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
they just kind of usher off and
Barely
away.
met
So now you've killed parents, the uncle's left, you're about to deport them back to their country where they ran away from, so they might be killed there. Who knows?
No. So the father made them leave, and their favourite aunt and uncle live on this other place. I'm sending them to a place where they're not going to be raised by another racist dick. I think this is a good move, but she did it in a shitty way.
Right,
Alternatively, we could make
they ran
absolutely
away from
sure
the
that
country.
Everything goes terribly.
This is why they're there.
Lying about deporting them, and I just go in there and kill the uncle.
So, as this is happening all at very once, what would you guys like to do? You guys have a horse carriage. Would you like to go back to the lady, or what would you like to do?
Yeah,
Okay.
Let's put our 18 stone of gold onto our carriage.
yeah.
I just actually checked. Like 12,500 gold weighs 18 stone.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Just dragging it along.
Yeah.
That's like carrying a grim.
Yeah.
A grim.
Crap. Grim's my other half.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like literally bear hugging a 6 foot tall man who's overweight or just heftily built. It's like someone giving 2/3 of me a piggyback.
Fair enough. All right. So as you guys do this as a collective group, and you bring the cart around. You find the woman that looks pretty sleep deprived. That has been waiting for you guys. She says, "Did you get the information?"
Uh-huh. Oh, do I still look like what's his face?
Yes, you do.
Shit. Uh-huh.
You can drop it now, though.
I'm kind of liking it. It's a good disguise. People seem to respect my authority like this. It's good.
Authority!
Respect my authority. Yeah.
Respect my authority. As you guys do that, she kind of like, she's like, "That's good. Where are they so I can kill them?"
Well, you see, we kind of did that job for you. We exploded into a million pieces.
But there is one at this pub.
Yes.
One left.
And he's currently being distracted by about 5 crying children, so it'd be the perfect opportunity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, could we kill them together? Because I can't be good on my own.
He is distracted by 5 small children. Did I throw that one out there?
Yeah, okay, well, I mean, if in that case, then, before I go kill him, I will keep my part of the deal, and, lead you to Shia LaBeouf. To, Morgy Morgs.
Morgy Morgs, that's why we're here. Now I remember, and I will write it down in my notes.
Yeah, I think this would be a wise idea. To be honest, those racist people, we didn't really have time to be waiting for anybody else to deal with it. The situation arose, and we splatted them everywhere.
It was glorious.
There is now, if you, and I give a rough directions to the camp. And I say, if you make your way over there, you will see that what used to be lovely green grass is now red and kind of lumpy. That's where they are. You could probably still find some bits to chop up smaller.
I'm good. I'm not that savage.
Okay.
But thank you for saying that. Well, all right. When would you like to go find this killer?
Should we give them a time, like in 2 days' time or something? Like that lets us get back to base, check in, and come back out.
Also, because I think we've been out for quite a while, I could definitely use a nap. I mean, that was really hard. I mean, the children thing, not the killing thing, that was fun. But the children thing, that was rough, man.
Yeah, so Scales will just say, we could give you a place to meet, and we can meet you there in 2 days' time, and set out. That gives us a little time to rest and recuperate, and then you can lead us there.
All right. I will. Where would you like to meet up?
Is there a kind of tavern or anything that's near our barracks?
Yes, the Thirsty Heart.
And I will say, God, that's going to be great with the lisp. Could you meet us at the Thirsty Half, please?
Oh, that's a pretty rich tavern that usually ambassadors visit, but alright, if you're okay with that.
I go to shake a hand, I put my hand out, and I will slip 10 gold pieces into a hand, and say, for drinks while you are waiting. Dress nice.
Yes, thank you. Alright, well, I will see you there. Goodbye. And she kind of just sort of walks away, kind of tired.
Bye.
Why don't we give her a lift in our cart?
Yeah, why don't we take her with us?
Like, let us, bitch.
No. Let her keep walking, then we'll get in the car, and then as we go past, we can offer a lift.
As we go past, we'll splash her with the puddle.
And then pull up just a little bit further ahead.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there.
So as you guys get in the cart, you make your way down back to the barracks. back to Fort.
Agitas.
You make it back to the penthouse. We'll just say that, and you are greeted.
Not back to Fort Agitas. Agitas.
Yeah, Argatas. Yeah.
Agitas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Off the Banana Bazaar.
Oh my god.
And you make it back, and you are greeted by your supervisor, the dwarf himself. And he says, "You've been gone for a while."
Yes, we've been dealing with some problems in the town and investigating Styler Buff. We've got a few very, very strong leads, but we needed to come back and rest and recuperate a little. And also, we needed to deposit this, and I tried to tug on the bag of gold, but don't move it anywhere.
Where on earth did you get that?
Bunch of racists.
On-site procurement.
Okay, I'm going to need a little more information than that.
We killed some racists and we took their gold.
Here's the invoice.
That's so
And
beautiful.
it reads...
Shark bait shark.
He starts reading it slowly. His eyes widen at the first word "shark bear shark," and he's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Scales looks him square in the eye and goes, "Sock, bear, sock."
All right.
In fact, Ducky, can you do the,
Were they just
Oh, right, yeah.
were they just racist, or were they doing something bad?
They were killing lycanthropes.
Oh.
Yep, because
Okay.
they're dicks.
All right. That's fine.
Yes, they were hunting citizens of the realm. For
Oh,
sport.
right, yeah. Also, there's a slight complication. We're deporting his children.
Oh, we're actually
Okay.
doing that, are we?
Well, you see, I know that there's not much more room at the orphanage, and these are rich kids, and they were raised by dicks, so we thought best that we ship them off to other family members, but they're on the continent of Cheeto, and, yeah, there's gold to pay for it, because the family has a lot of gold, or we can...
They're on the continent of Cheeto.
Yeah. They're ambassadors for that people, right? You can send people to there, and then they can get them back to their family.
Blimey, they're rich if they're from Cheeto. All right.
And I indicate the gold.
Do we have ambassadors from Cheeto in the city? But we
you
could
do,
just
yes.
say, send them there. You deal with it.
I want to say yes, but I also want to say that realistically, you're not going to let an ambassador manage just 5 freaking children that are just randomly from nowhere.
Well, they
There's
come-
no dis-
Well, they come from the black market, and they can't really stay there, or they'll turn into criminal scum. And since they're Cheeto's children, we should give them back to Cheeto.
He kind of just sort of like gestures you to relax, and he's like, "We'll take care of it. Don't worry."
Good, cool.
Oh, I was only suggesting we dump them at the embassy and leave them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
We could kill him.
No, don't kill the children.
I'm just joking. Jesus,
Yeah.
I'm not that
Well,
savage.
Even I have standards.
Gale
That's
puts
one
his
of the
You
lines,
have
sir.
standards. All right. Well, you learn something new every day. All right. Well, if you have that, go ahead, rest up. Tomorrow, I expect results.
You already have
Scales
this-
puts his arm around him again, pats him on the shoulder as he walks away, and as he turns, you just see a big penis glowing on his back again.
Yes.
I'm gonna walk
And-
over and offer my little hand up to Scales, like to shake his hand.
Illusionary hand. Ha!
Real hand. Well done, sir.
Aw.
Well done.
With that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break, and we'll be back to hunt down Shia LaBeouf.
Yay!
Cool. We're live.
We're back!
Yeah.
So, as we left our heroes, they were resting at the penthouse of their lovely abode. And, yeah, long story short, ooh, that's the magic timer. Okay, so where they last left off, they finally killed a bunch of racist people, really scared some children to death, and, I think now they are off to, find Shia LaBeouf.
Yes.
So, you guys wake up in your penthouse. You had basically a grueling 24 hours of racism and liking people and Shark Bear Shark.
No, we defeated racism.
Yeah.
You did.
We defeated racism.
Take that as a symbol, real world.
Yeah. Yeah. Not to be contentious, but fuck racism.
Yeah. Yes. Who was the guy that we saw for adapting our weapons and whatnot?
Professor Curiarty.
I need to get some more landmines.
Heh.
They are damn useful. I need more landmine arrows.
Yeah, I will. I got a project for him to work on. So at some point we need to go see him.
Maybe we should just take a morning stroll over there. I mean, we have like the whole day, right? So let's go have a chat with the man. I need some more landmine arrows, and you have projects to work on, so let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm going to tag along.
Roma?
Okay.
I'm going to take a trip to my private cellar and select some walking drinks. Which I should just carry about my person in flasks.
You have sort of like this... Like, you have a cellar, and then you have, like, these chilled flasks that you have pre-prepared for walking. So you have, like... It's sort of like in looking like a... It's like kind of like if you go to a local, like petrol shop. You go to, you open the door, and there's, like, the bottles and whatnot, and you pull one out, and it's like one replaces it. You have that in flask forms, and it labels all the different kinds of wines and beer and ale you have in there.
Excellent. I shall select some walking ales, and a good post wine port, and and a pre-battle wine, and and a post injury vodka.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Fair enough, you have one already started. As you guys make your way over to the weapons testing area where Professor Curiarty is working, you guys go to the second floor of this building, and you go to his office. You reach the front door. You I assume knock on the door. He goes, "Who is it?
It's your favourite
Hello?
people!
Oh, it is my favorite people. Do come in. And he excitedly opens the door and says, anybody like a cuppa?
Girls would love a cup of tea.
Oh, fair enough. I have some sweet peppermint honey tea I've been mixing together to see if I can get a very nice, satisfying flavor without using sweetness.
Sounds fantastic.
Excellent. And he sort of begins, and he says, "What can I help you with today?" As he starts beginning to warm up kettle and whatnot.
After you, Ducky. After you.
I would like to thank you and very much tell you how impressed I was with those landmine arrows. They were phenomenal. They were
Oh, good.
an absolute treat. I do, however, need more.
Ah. Okay. How many are we talking?
I think you gave me 15 last... Oh, you gave me 10 last time. I'd like another 10, please.
Sure. Do you have 200 gold on you?
I do not, but we have more than enough gold to cover this. We'll have put it on the tab. We'll make sure it gets paid to you. Is someone keeping an eye on the group gold? The ridiculous amount of gold we have just inherited.
I've got the gold we just got written down.
Cool. You can be in
But I
charge
am
of group
not.
gold. Good job, man.
I am definitely not in charge of group gold.
We can look back and count it up.
Yeah, someone deal with the group gold, because I don't want to have to write it with them.
I think as a military detachment, MacLeod is in charge of our gold.
Yeah, but that requires someone not us to keep a track of how much gold we have.
Yep.
How much do we have so far?
We have 12,500, not including how much money I have.
Yeah, that's not including how much gold I have. But it's a group. These landmines are definitely a group benefit purchase. So I pertain the group that they should be taken from there.
Yeah, take that out.
All right, that's fine. 200 gold, no problem. They're usually about 1,000 apiece, but I don't mind you. So no problem. So apart from the landmines, anything else?
Scales.
Yes. There's a project that I'd like you to work on. And I take off my braces of uncanny dodge, and I set them on a table, and I say, "So, these braces, they kind of help me if there is some, a kind of large area for me to dodge away from, but unfortunately, close up, not so good. I unfortunately got
Killed.
I got put down and narrowly came back. What I would like is there is a spell called Shield. I'm pretty sure that a man of your resources could find your way through procuring this spell, and maybe somehow adding it to these braces, so that maybe I could, maybe once or twice a day, use that spell through these braces. It is not a spell that I am familiar with myself, but I know of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just in
I could
case.
speak to Droll about it and see what he says. He's a close friend of mine. He's a wizard. Very old wizard, mind that. But still good either the same.
The old wizards just mean that they've survived long enough to be old, right?
That's true.
So,
Well, they didn't start until they were older.
I'll tell you what. I'll get this modification for you for free if you can get me something in return on your journey. You don't have to bring it back right away, but if you can get it, that would be great. There's this it's how do I phrase this? It's a unique substance. Called Sinrata.
Sinrata.
Yes.
And what prayer is that?
Let me make a note of this.
It's a substance that helps.
Maybe it's a drug.
What does this substance help with?
It helps with loads of things. It helps with crafting smoke bombs, and it also helps with crafting unique firepower weapons, and it also helps with my back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to return to my former question. Are you using it as a recreational drug?
No, I'm using this as okay. And he kind of pulls down the window, closes the curtains, and makes sure that nobody's listening, and makes sure they turns his message bugs off, which are these unique little beetle-like structures with made out of brass and whatnot that look like horns but compiled together. They look really cool.
Yeah.
And
Also Twitter.
yes. I didn't say it was original. I just say I like to use homebrew.
No,
so
just fucking cool.
they are.
I'm tracking down.
Oh, Thirsty's on the blink.
I'm back.
Cool.
Yay. So he says, all right. the military doesn't pay me enough to do the crazy shit I do. Yeah? Doesn't pay any of us enough, right? Can we all agree on that?
We live in a penthouse, so I'm not going to answer that question.
Quiet, you.
Okay. As he's sorry, that got me. So as he says this, he said, "All right, well, they don't pay me enough either way. I'm selling the drugs and collecting them for medicinal purposes. And I found there was a recent shipment of them nearby somewhere in one of the more shady areas of the city. And say about 1 pound is worth 6 million gold."
Okay.
Okay, so you're selling these drugs, or are you using these drugs? Because I'm just going to say that using drugs are it's just to fill a hole from an emotional need. You're never going to
I'm
fill it with
selling
drugs.
these!
Okay, that's fine. I don't care then. So where
I
do we
used to
get
like
this?
this stuff. Okay, so there's a mafia called the MacLeod Mafia, and
What's it called?
What was it called again?
the MacLeod Mafia.
Would I have heard of them?
Make a history.
Sure.
Anti-edge.
History 0. Go dice. 1. No.
You have advantage.
Oh. Fucking useful. And... oh, that was better. 1 to 19.
Hey, okay. MacLeod Mafia. They... it's like one of those things where it's like... it's hard to explain, but basically, it's almost like they run this city. You thought that the black market was owned by this group. This group sort of puppets it for them. MacLeod Mafia, if you know crime, they've also been known to actually help with war crimes as well. On top of that, help some of the opposing side of this war that you're in right now. And they're about to sell this expensive drug. He says the curiosity says to you that they're about to sell this expensive drug for the sake of funding the opposing side, and they have about 12 pounds of this.
And you want it?
12 million.
So it's 72 mil. So
Okay.
you want this drug? Are you selling it off, or are you going to be using it to create flash bombs and get high?
There's a little bit is going to be used for the sake of weapons. A little bit is going to be used for the sake of making a little more money to invest into making better weapons.
Wow, you're going all CIA on this shit.
I'm.
Is that to me or the DM?
Both.
Both
It's
are
a
equally
meta
valid.
comment.
Yeah, both are
Yeah.
equally valid.
Curiate Intelligence Agency. Done. Sorted.
Nailed it. I'm not comfortable letting you just have these drugs, since they're worth 72 million and can be used to fund like terrorism and all that horrible bad stuff. I think we should just get the drugs, give you what you need to make your explodey things, and destroy the rest. Because otherwise, I mean, how are you going to get rid of 12 pounds of this drug?
You don't think I can do that?
No. You're insane.
Well, that's the point!
You say that this is good for making bombs.
Yes.
Is it itself explosive?
Really, 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 really big bombs.
Is this the explosive in the bombs, or is this just helping?
It's a bit of both. It makes, like, this, there's some pretty substantial bombs, but if you add this remedy to it, it sort of multiplies the effect that it would do by itself.
Ah, so it's sort of an accelerant.
Yes.
So, surely the solution to all of our problems here is that we find out where the shipment's coming in, and we just accidentally drop some flames on it.
Oh, I can do that.
No, please no. It's pretty. It's accelerator, like you said, but it's pretty substantial by itself. With 12 pounds of it, that thing going off like one.
We'll take out all of the Milico Fire Mafia.
You'll take out
our problem.
You'll take out a quarter of the city.
And a lot of the Mafia. In fact, a quarter of the city's worth.
Is it the military's job to, protect the civilians?
Yes, but it's also the military's job
We're
not to
protecting
give
3/4
you
of them.
drugs.
We will be protecting 3/4 of the civilians. For the greater good.
You see, I'm not comfortable with that. I don't think you should blow up just a quarter of the city just because you think it will be a quick and easy way out.
I don't think we should do that. I think we should get the
No,
drug
I
and hand it
know.
over to the army.
This is what we will do for you. You've asked us to get some of this for you. This is simply for me to be able to get my braces. We will go and...
My God, how expensive would these braces be otherwise? 72 million's worth.
Yeah. So, this is the deal. We will go and get you enough of this to make my braces, be able to have some more to make extra explosives for Ducky and whatnot, and that will be it. But I will give you actual cash to help alleviate some of that. Nowhere near as much as the drugs will, but still, I will make sure that you have a little extra. But that's the deal. We cannot allow you to be setting up a drug-ridding ring while working in the army and underneath our nose.
It would be so... Hospitals?
I think we should...
Alright, fine. That's what I'm going to take what I can get. Yes, I will.
It's a very wise plan.
Don't argue with the general scales. It's unseemly, and you can get us all fired.
But, alright, well, I mean, is there anything else? No, not from my side. Anything from your side?
Where are the drugs?
That's a good question. I actually don't have that. I just hear from word of mouth. I'll go ahead and retrieve the information. Come back when you're done, and this will be our little mission.
Okay. And I pick my braces back up and put them back on for now.
Alright. Anything else?
Oh, do you have any idea how to get this off my arm?
Oh, that is... he hands you Scales the cup of tea, and then he goes over and it's like, may I inspect it?
By all means.
Alright, he kind of grabs it and sort of checks it out. And, oh shit. Just kind of just like... He just kind of just pulls out the sword arm. It's just... This is an interesting sword. Where'd you find this?
It was given to me by some friendly demon sloths.
Is your friend okay?
Yes, he's telling the truth. We saw them.
You don't believe me, do you?
They helped me plant some landmines. They were great guys.
They were, especially Ted. He was great.
Yeah, that guy was an absolute hoot riot.
In fact, I recall. I will use my ring of demon sloth summoning.
Oh my god!
As you
Coming out,
see
Ted.
this sort of dark eruption of flame, shadow light, like purple flame come up, like that Claire cantrip, holy fire or whatever it is. it's holy flame, something like that. I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm saying. But basically, it's just sacred flame. Jesus, thank you. So it just happens, and then out before you see Ted, the Legging Sloth, and he's like, "Hey."
Hello, Ted. Can you tell this rather odd gentleman exactly what you told me about the sword?
Sword used to belong to Necromancer. Necromancer was kind of like, I don't want to die. And it's like, Lich? He's like, no. It's like, sword? He's like, okay. And then sort of infused his soul into the sword. Now he's in sword. Talk sword? He does. Anything else?
Oh no, that'll do. Just I wanted to demonstrate to this skeptical fellow that you indeed existed, and the sword was what I said.
It is fireproof.
Yeah, pretty real.
Sorry to bother you.
No, it's all good. You okay?
Oh yes. In fact,
Yeah.
do you want a nip of a rather fine ale?
Don't drink. Parents said it was bad. Sorry. Catch you later. This is like vanishes.
Well, I used to like Ted. Any man you can't drink with, you can't trust them.
Good job, he's not a man.
Well, I didn't check that closely. But yes, you see Curiati here. Demon sloths, magic sword. It's all good. In fact, sword, come here, sword. See, it's pretty cool.
Ow!
A little bit of hair slices off.
But no,
Takes
it
the top of the
scampers along the
mohawk.
floor.
Oh, okay.
The hand actually scampers along the floor to you.
Yep.
Nice.
It's fucking cool.
Yeah, it says, well, it seems like it's pretty alright, and you should be able to take it off now.
Cool.
That's bloody
Yeah.
handy.
I'm not gonna pick it. I'm not gonna like brandish it yet. I'm just gonna like put it into the put it through like a loop on my belt. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna draw that when I really need a sword.
Yeah, and as you do that, it slides in, and then like the hand grabs onto the loop, kind of thing.
That's
Nice.
cool.
That's really cool as long as I can get it to let go of that loop.
Yeah.
And you see sort of like while it's holding, it's trying to give you a thumbs up kind of thing.
Can I still hear it in my head? Or do I
No,
have to be like brandishing
holding it.
Okay. It's like I know this sounds like a very pedestrian sort of request, but can we get a scabbard to fit this thing? I get the impression it's not the sort of thing you want just bashing against your leg.
Yes, that's probably a good idea. I will go ahead and, when you get back, I'll come back with that.
Okay. In the meantime, I'll just like wrap it with like something. I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough.
My bedroll or something, like, just so I don't, cut my leg with it while I'm running and turn into a diseased husk or something. I don't know. I haven't actually stabbed anything with it, but I get the impression that would be a bad idea. With like the necromancer's sword of necromancy.
There was one other thing. Could you tell me what these two might do? And I pop the two rings on the table.
That, and he points to the centipede one, is a ring of interception. This thing, once attuned, is able to act as a makeshift key and picks a lock for you.
Ooh.
Can't do too well on big locks, but standard locks on, like, say, common doors and small chests could do just fine. Bigger locks, I'm sorry, you're going to have to do a little more manual labor, but this saves you a little bit of time with that.
Okay. Yes.
That one, not a clue in the world yet. Nope, not yet. I'll get back to you on this one. Figure out what it does for you. Take this one and see if you can tune it.
Yeah, I put it on.
All right. And yeah, so he says, "Well, I heard you're going after Shia LaBeouf. Wish you the best of luck with that. That's going to be a little bit hard."
Yeah.
Well, you'd say that, but we did defeat 2 shark bear sharks.
That's
And about
true,
30
and I've never
people.
even heard of them.
In fact,
30
we
people,
were
that's...
so badass. We leveled twice in an hour. It was amazing.
Plus,
Well, well, Scales got levelled.
Scales hangs his head a little bit.
It's okay. We saved you twice, so, you know, it's all good. It's what we're here for. We're supposed to be friends, right? Well, apart from him. She points at Groma.
Well, best of luck to you guys. All the best, and don't die.
Try not to.
Alright, toodles! Get back to work.
Thanks for the tea, bye!
No problem. As you walk out, the tea is absolutely vile. As it's so sweet. It's like, how could you? It's like it's literally drinking liquid sugar. As you guys go ahead and head on out, is there any preparations you'd like to do before you leave the barracks?
No, I think I have the one thing I needed. That's it, probably.
Yeah, that's it for Scales as well.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Same.
Oh no, did we want to get like Scales outfitted with heavier armor or something?
I don't think Scales can wear heavier armor.
I
Really?
think you're only proficient in medium, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go and like spring for a suit of half plate.
I'll have a little look now, but yeah, I can only wear medium.
Armor's for wishes anyway. I mean, he looks fine.
Yeah, and that's why I'm going for things like trying to find things like shield and.
You could get a shield. They'll give you +2 armor.
No, I mean yeah, but a lot of the stuff that I do, I need my hands for casting spells and stuff. And if I've got a shield,
if you have a shield, it doesn't affect that. You can
Does
still
it?
get it. Yeah, because in theory, if you just get a small shield, it's just one of the.
It just doesn't fit. Scales is a bard.
No, it doesn't like at all. You should just be wearing clothes and that's it. No armor.
So, I think he's wearing hide armor at the moment. I'm not sure if there's an upgrade in medium armor that you can use.
Oh yeah,
Halfway.
hide armor is like isn't that hide armor like the shittest light armor you can own, with the exception of padded?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is
So
it studded leather version?
yeah.
Oh yes.
That could
Yeah.
fit like a whole rock outfit thing. That would look amazing.
Yeah.
So I've just had a look at the options. Yeah, there's hide, chain shirt, scale shirt, which should be more fitting.
Breastplate. Scales in a breastplate. You can wear scale mail.
With actual,
Scales in scale mail.
Yeah.
Madonna boobies.
I don't know. I just yeah.
One.
See,
A golden dragon born in golden scale mail.
yeah. I think male would be better.
It's the nude look, but armored.
Yeah. So Scales would like to upgrade to a golden scale mail armor.
You're like the pimpiest pimp ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just because we can't convince you to go for a breastplate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a Batman style breastplate with the nipples and everything.
We could do that. Go on, do that.
No, I'll stick with golden scale mail.
But you could have like some beautiful dragons dragons chasing each other across like a beautiful sky scene on a breastplate. Frolicking in a golden meadow. I don't give a shit. I'm just looking at this and actually noticing that a breastplate is actually lighter and flashier.
So strange. So strange. So what are we saying? What should I go for here?
breastplate, you can hide it and wear normal clothes.
You can always have a breastplate with like scale patterns on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, scale mail is like a full suit of like big jangly armor.
It's
Whereas
just
a breastplate is just like,
yeah.
ding, look at my bling.
Yeah. Either way, it puts my AC to the same amount.
Yeah.
Doesn't give me any disadvantages on anything, does it?
A breastplate doesn't.
No. Yeah. Then I will have a golden breastplate with a scale design on it and nipples.
Oh god, you and your reptile nipples.
Okay, so
Why
Because
reptile
why not?
nipples?
you go to the Fort Smith, and he says it's going to be a bit hard, but we can do that. Give me a few days. We can make it fully custom. All right, cheers.
A few days. It's like a gigantic like sack of gold, just like
Yeah. I will. Can I persuade him to like put it on priority and give him some extra? Gonna try and persuade this mofo. Oh yeah, he's totally persuaded. That would be a 27.
come on. 27, he's gonna like leave his wife and kids and work through the night.
Well, my daughter did want that toy. All right, if you give me 200 gold now,
Yeah.
give me 200 gold now. I'll put it in priority and try to have it by the end of the next day.
Okay. Yeah, I do it.
All right. He says, "You have no idea how happy they'll be. Thank you so much. All right. Cheers." And he gets to working on it right away.
Cool.
Grenville's not a nice enough person to mention this at the time. He's going to tell me, you do realise he said 2 days before you paid him 4 times as much, right?
What?
It's gonna be one day though, isn't it?
But no, it's still all of today and all of the next day. It's still actually 2 days working time.
Oh yeah. Can I get him to try and make it before we've got to go and deal with Shia LaBeouf?
He says, "Well, I mean, I could try, but that's going to be a little bit harder. Maybe an extra 50 gold."
I give him an extra 100 gold, pat him on the back, and say, as soon as possible.
Okay. See how well he does.
What's it going to be? It's going to be about 350.
It gets around it's not sundown, but getting close to it. And but lo and behold, your custom gold mail armor is ready, and he says, "I think I'm going to turn in early today, but here, enjoy it, Scales."
Yeah, I thank him, I put it on, and then I go find the others, and I just spend at least minimum of the next half an hour just strutting around like this, going, "Look at me, I look so sexy, woo!" And like doing a little nipple shimmy and everything, jazz hands all the way.
I minor illusion like little like sunbeams coming off of his scales, just like looks fucking rad, different colours.
Yeah,
Just some of the soldiers like, "Oh God, Lord, that was so bright."
I'm making it, if anything, worse.
Yeah, I even cast like dancing lights, just
Yeah.
spinning my head, like,
That's what I was thinking, basically.
yeah, so sexy.
Soon enough, Scales becomes the searchlight. So as you do that, what is it? So do you guys go ahead and go get Shiloh? Or are you gonna call it a day today, or are you actually gonna start going at sundown?
I think we should probably call it a day now, and then on our next game, go and chase after Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then in that case, Slough is going to be very thirsty. But either way, we will go ahead and see this next week.
Week after next.
Yeah.
Week after next.
Next time.
Maybe. We'll see. We might do do it for fun, like, I don't know, American Thanksgiving, like, D&D thing. Turk Thulu was a really good idea.
Turk Thulu.
It was great.
Don't encourage him.
it makes it
Turk Thulu all the way.
It sounds good. It sounds really good. And also, this time around, everybody will survive. No one will die. Alright, so...
Well, I've never eaten a Thanksgiving dinner, but I think they're fairly deadly.
You're right, I had Kentucky Fried Chicken for Thanksgiving. So with that being said... I need to have you guys come for your American Thanksgiving dinner. You might go like, what the hell is this? Or you might find it amazing. But either way, speaking of amazing, special thanks to the entire group for playing with me as always. Special thanks to God Game Merchant always for being so supportive and wonderful. Thanks to Bloodthirsty Puppets for being wonderful and awesome. And special thanks directly to Volley for streaming this and saving my ass.
You're welcome.
And special thanks to all our warlocks, aka moderators, and special thanks to the people that also stay around and listen to this.
Was there the giveaway today?
I was gonna do it, but I don't think we had enough today, so we will do that another time. We did have one last week though, so that was hurrah. But either way, we will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye.